Hello, my name is Soleil and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a book haul. I'm very excited. I haven't done a book haul or bought books in quite some time, and there are 2 or 3 books that recently came out that I would really love to read. So I've decided I'm going to treat myself to a couple books today. There is one that I pre-ordered at an independent bookstore in DC, but there is some track maintenance on the metro today, so I will show you that book at the end of the video because it will take forever to get that one today. So we're going to get the other ones. We'll see which ones I end up finding or picking up. There is a new Hannah Bonham Young book that I really want to get. There is the follow-up book to World of Wonders that I really want to get. So we'll see. I'm excited. Let's go.
Hello, I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello,
Hello, I am back with my book haul. I'm so excited. I got more than I was anticipating. Classic. But I also didn't get like the 2 most anticipated books that I wanted to today. One of them is the one that I pre-ordered that is on the other side of town that I will not be able to get until later this week. And the other one was out of stock. So that was the one that was Hannah Bonham Young's newest book, Out of the Woods, out of stock. So I instead have these lovely books. 2 are for me and 2 are gifts. So let's get started with the 2 that are gifts. So first I have World of Wonders. I just read this as a library loan on my Kindle and I absolutely loved this, and I have a very specific person in mind who I think will also really enjoy this. And it's so short, it's so small, like because I read it digitally, like it was short and I read it very quickly, but like look how cute it is. And this book is just absolutely gorgeous. It's very much a non-fiction collection of short stories and like kind of more like poetic short stories based off of different plants, fruits, fauna, and animals. And it's just amazing. I loved it so much. Highly recommend. And then I got the new cover special edition of Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher. I promised Jade I would get a copy of this and bring it to her in Japan when I'm visiting, so I am so excited that I got a copy of it. I will be reading it before I gift it to Jade. Such is the reality. I mean, it's a fantasy romance between a widowed housekeeper and her unlikely sworn protector. And I've been meaning to read T. Kingfisher, so this is the perfect excuse for me to read this before I gift it to its final owner, Jade. And then I have 2 books that I purchased for myself. The first one is Bite by Bite. This is from the same author as World of Wonders. Her name is Amy Nezhukumata-Heal. And this one is specifically all about food. So while the previous one was more about animals and plants, this one is specifically based off of food. And because I liked the previous one so much, I'm really excited for this one that is really focused on food and its connection to her and her life and her stories. And I'm just so excited. And I did request this on Libby from the library, but the wait is weeks from now, and I really wanted to own a physical copy of this because I already loved the previous one, so I'm quite sure I'm going to enjoy this one. So I'm very excited. And the other one is one I wasn't expecting to get, but one that I've been meaning to read for quite some time, and I love this edition. So I got Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. And this is the gorgeous Barnes & Noble special edition. So the original cover is cute, it's adorable, but like this is a little bit more my vibe. And Barnes & Noble was having a sale and everything was like 25% off. So I figured if there ever is a time for me to get this, it is when it's on sale. And I'm very excited. Everyone has absolutely loved this. It's under 300 pages, which is always just wonderful for like a short, cozy fantasy. And I think I might do what Jade actually did when reading this. Jade went to multiple different coffee shops to read this, and all of this book was read within coffee shops, and I thought that was such a lovely and wonderful idea that I might do something similar for when I read this one. So those are all of the books that I got in my haul today. Hello, it's me from the future. I finally have the 2 other books that I was talking about in the beginning of this video. Don't worry about how long it took me to finally get these, because the first one, which is First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I alluded to this at the beginning of the video, but for some reason didn't mention it by name. That was Past Soleil. We don't need to worry about her because Present Soleil has a copy and is starting it tonight. I'm so excited. This is B.K. Borison's newest release. I have read every single book by B.K. Borison. I love her. Her writing style is just beautiful and cozy, and she makes these wonderful immersive worlds. She wrote the Love Light Farm series, which is now complete. All 4 books are out and I just finished the last one, so I'm ready to dive into this one. This takes place in Baltimore, which Baltimore is right near me and I have visited quite a few times and I love Baltimore. This one is actually inspired by Sleepless in Seattle, and it involves a like radio call-in show and some kind of romance that happens between the person that calls in and the radio host. That is all I know about it, and that is all I want to know before I dive in. And the other book, so this one I actually pre-ordered at my independent library. I wanted to go to the signing, but it was already sold out. And look, I got this cute little print and sticker and bookmark. Look at that. I'm so obsessed. And it is signed by my favorite B.K. Borison. Thank you, Becky. I am so excited. I can't wait to read this. And when I went to pick this up, I was also originally intending to purchase Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young, that I've mentioned many times in this video. However, they were also out of stock. So while I was there picking up my other pre-order, I ordered this at the indie store and then had to come back a week later to pick it up. I finally have my hands on it, and I will be reading this one after I finish First Time Caller. So this one is about a couple who have been together since high school. They're high school sweethearts. Now it's like 10 something years later. Oh, 17. It's 17 years later since they started dating. And I believe they're now married. Yes, I think so. They're now married and they are feeling like they haven't had a lot of time to really grow individually. They've been together so long, and since they were both so young. So they decide to go on this kind of, it's not a couples retreat, it's like a finding yourself and reconnecting with your partner hike adventure. And I believe they go through a lot of trials and tribulations while hiking together, and maybe they reconnect and find that they can both grow individually and alongside each other in the relationship, or maybe not. Maybe they decide that they had 17 successful years and they decide to part ways. Who knows? I am assuming, because this is a romance book, that they will probably reconnect, but we shall see. So I can't wait to read this one. Hannah Bonham Young also wrote Out on a Limb, Next of Kin, and Next of something else. I read Next of something and I read Out on a Limb. Loved those. Highly recommend. So now that I finally have all of the books that I've really been meaning to get my hands on for a while, let me know what is the last book that you purchased and what you are most excited to read. If you've made it this far in the video, please let me know by leaving a frog emoji or typing the word frog, and then anyone else who's showing up who doesn't make it this far won't be in on the joke. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!